Welcome back, everybody, to WagerTalk TV. I got two NIT winners and games that go on Tuesday, March the 24th. Games between Wichita State and Tulsa. It starts at 7 o'clock Eastern Time on ESPN2. Also on ESPN2 at 9 o'clock, it's St. Joe's going to New Mexico to take on the Lobos. Will the Wichita State Shockers be able to continue their success against Tulsa as they've beaten them 2 out of 3 times this season? Or will Tulsa get revenge for their NCAA tournament dreams coming to a halt in the American Athletic Conference tournament when they lost to Wichita State? Or is the total the best way to go? St. Joe's at New Mexico. Will St. Joe's be able to carry over their momentum from a huge come-from-behind victory at California on Sunday? They trailed that game by 19 and came back to win it by 1. And will that be too much for them? Did they expend too much energy in that contest and have nothing left in the tank? Or will New Mexico continue their dominance at home in this 2026 NIT tournament? I have all those answers and much more with my analysis and picks coming your way in just a second, folks. Folks, if you have not subscribed to WagerTalk YouTube channel, please take a second to do so. Hit that subscribe button. It's 100% free to do so. You're watching because you like sports betting, and you're at the best sports betting network in the world right here at WagerTalk TV, in the best collection of sports handicappers, sports betting experts in all the world as well, collectively at WagerTalk. So take advantage and hit that subscribe button. It's 100% free. And while you're at it, hit the alert notification bell for WagerTalk TV. Also, be kind enough to give my video a like, folks. We went, I believe, 10-4 last week with our college basketball free picks. Those of you who were with me as paying clients, you went 11-3 Thursday through Sunday in the 2 rounds of the NCAA tournament. And so we're rolling here. I'm trying to make you happy. You can make me happy simply by hitting that like button. All right, so let's get to the meat and potatoes. Tulsa's -4.5 against Wichita State, and they're playing at home. The total in this game is 152.5, and it's going to be my area of concentration. This will be the 4th time these teams have met this season, which is a real oddity when it comes to the NIT. But both teams played in the American Athletic Conference. They've met twice during the regular season. The home teams went 2-0 those matchups. Wichita State defeated Tulsa in the conference tournament and eliminated the Tulsa Golden Hurricanes. So a lot to take in when it comes to this matchup and the fact these teams are playing for the 4th time. Also, only meeting at Tulsa this year, the Golden Hurricane won that game 93-83, easily going over the total of 152.5, which the total is tonight. I mentioned those 4 games these teams have played, or 3 games these teams have played each other thus far in this season. In those 3 games, averaged a combined 161 points scored per game. And the tempo was very fast in all of those games. Those games averaged 61 field goal attempts per contest, which is a high tempo by college basketball standards, and also a combined 46 free throw attempts per contest. So both teams got their fair share of free throws. And Tulsa is one of the best free throw shooting teams in the country, by the way. They rank number 5 nationally and number 1 in the American at 78 and 79% from the free throw line. Wichita State, no slouch when it comes to conference away games in terms of offense. I mean, they've been able to put up 83.1 points per game in conference away games this season. They've also gone 3-1 to the over in their last 4 conference away games. Those 4 games average a combined 167 points per contest, and the lone under came by a half a point against UTSA as the total in that game was 151.5, and it landed on 151. Tulsa's played 13-7 to the over in all conference games this year, with a combined 155.7 points scored per game. And I mentioned Wichita State, they're 83 points per game, and a combined 165.1 points also being scored per game in conference away games. So Wichita State's been involved in a lot of high-scoring conference away games. Tulsa pretty much a majority of the time is playing high-scoring games in the conference within their conference this year. I mentioned free throw shooting. Tulsa also an extremely good three-point shooting team, number 5 nationally in three-point shooting at 38.9%. They're coming off a 77-66 win against UNLV on Sunday. That game went under the total of 161.5, way under. However, Tulsa has seen their last 3 games all go over the total whenever they went under in their previous game, and those 3 contests averaged 163.3 points per game. So I'm going to go over the total here. Wichita State and Tulsa over the total of 152.5. St. Joe's at New Mexico. New Mexico, an 11-point favorite, and that's going to be our area concentration, is on the point spread here. All right, so I mentioned St. Joe's and their frantic comeback against California on the road on Sunday. They trailed that game by 19 with 13:34 left to play, and then proceeded to finish on a 33-15 run to come out with a 1-point victory. You could carry that momentum over, or you got to think about this, folks. They were on the road on Sunday. They're on the road again on Tuesday. Only 1 day of rest in between, and they expended a ton of energy physically, coming from behind in that game, and also emotionally. So we have to take that into consideration at this time of year. New Mexico's 2 NIT wins both came at home, and they were blowouts. 107-83 over Sam Houston State, 86-61 over George Washington. This is a St. Joe's team, by the way. They're number 325 out of 365 teams when it comes to three-point shooting at 30.9%. So that great equalizer in college basketball is the ability to hit three-point shots at a very high percentage, and St. Joe's certainly doesn't do that. New Mexico is number 1 in Mountain West Conference. They were number 1, I should say, in Mountain West Conference play at 38.2% from beyond the three-point line. So they shoot the three very well. New Mexico won. Actually, earlier this season, they took on Atlantic 10 Conference Tournament champion VCU, who also knocked North Carolina off in the first round of the NCAA tournament. And they traveled to VCU for that game, and New Mexico won that game by 3 points. While if you're looking at comparisons, St. Joe's lost both their meetings to VCU this year. I like New Mexico, their home court. I like this dominance they've displayed in their first 2 home games in the NIT to still keep on going. And I do think that it's going to take its toll on St. Joe's in this game, especially in the second half, where they may wear down from, again, all the energy they had to expend physically and mentally just 2 days ago in that come-from-behind win against Cal. So New Mexico minus 11 for me against St. Joe's. New Mexico minus 11. Let me get this up for you. Wichita State, Tulsa over 152.5 in New Mexico, minus 11 over St. Joseph. That is for Tuesday in the NIT. That's Tuesday, March the 24th. All right, before I leave you, a couple friendly reminders, folks. The round of 64 and the round of 32, my college basketball premium picks, and congratulations to all of you who purchased that $149 package from me, March Madness Bonanza. We went 11-3 on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday combined in the NCAA tournament. Also, college basketball runs right now beyond the NCAA tournament. College basketball overall premium picks, 27-11 with my last 38. That's 71%. 53-26 with my last 79. That's 67%. And since December 31st, 87-53. 62% with my college basketball premium picks. Folks, I've been killing it in college basketball for over 2 months now. Just a reminder that baseball is right around the corner. And last year I was number one at WagerTalk during MLB regular season play. So a lot to look forward to there. And it takes me to this, folks. 365-day all access pass, normally $1,999. We got $1,499 up there, and it should be $1,459. So it's even $40 cheaper. And that's less than $4 a day. Also, number one in college football last year as well, folks. I'm just been red hot since, as a matter of fact, since May 13th. I'm up over 200 units in net profit on my premium picks in all sports. So again, folks, $15.99 marked down to $14.49. It's $540 off for a limited time. That'll get you the next 365 days of all sports on the premium side that I put out, including 5% best bets, which, by the way, we cashed the 5% best bet on Duke on Saturday as they blew out TCU by 23 as a 10.5-point favorite. And also, folks, you're going to get a 25% off bonus coupon when you purchase that from me. And what do you need that coupon for? Well, if you buy anything else on the site for any other handicapper throughout the duration of the 365 days with me, unlimited usage, you're going to get 25% off anything you buy from anybody else beside myself. So again, folks, doesn't get much better than that. Over 200 units in net profit. And you could find me right now at WagerTalk.com. My personal link, wt.buzz/RB. That's wt.buzz/RB. Until the next time, for WagerTalk TV and Ross the Boss Benjamin, take care and God bless, folks.